Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Queen's Park for Life. I am your host, Glenn Marshall. This week sees yesterday's man of the match performer, even though he missed a pen.
Yeah, true.
Sebastian on the show. How you doing, man?
Not bad, yourself?
Oh, yeah, wee bit hungover, mate. You got to celebrate these wins in your 30s, you know.
Definitely.
You're not quite as big a drinker as I am, so
not at
maybe
all.
a quieter night for you than it was for me, but
Yeah.
fair enough, mate. Yeah, look, you obviously came over from Colombia. What were your first impressions of New Zealand when you got here? And why did you leave? Why did you end up coming over?
Well, I think it was my mom's decision, mostly, because she wanted a better future for me and my siblings. And, well, New Zealand's a quiet place and calm place where you can actually live your life peacefully without being scared of violence.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one of the few reasons.
Was violence quite a predominant thing when you were growing up? Was it just everywhere in the streets and
everywhere? But yeah, pretty much.
True. What would be sort of one of the worst things you saw while you were growing up?
Well, one thing was I almost like, how do I say? There in Colombia we have sort of like groups that like have the power to like take people and kidnap them and make them like their soldiers.
Oh wow!
So I was almost about to be recruited.
Oh, true. Does that happen to a lot of sort of young kids? Does it? Yeah.
They take them and they never come back.
Oh wow!
So.
Wow. That's I guess there's none of that going on in New Zealand that I'm aware of.
Nah.
Yeah. What was your first impression of New Zealand? Just sort of easier place to live, I suppose.
Yeah.
Cold? Yeah.
Cold, but easy. But yeah, it's a pretty nice country to live.
Yeah, fair enough. What would you say are the biggest differences you've noticed? And whatever, it can be culturally or sporting-wise or...
The people and the culture, yeah, it's definitely different from where I'm from.
Yeah. A lot less passion, do you think?
Yes. You guys are a bit more like, I don't want to sound rude, but like bored. Like, you don't do much stuff. Like in Colombia, back in Colombia, it was Friday night and like the neighbors had music, the other neighbor had music and everyone dancing, drinking,
yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
Fair enough. Have you always played football? And who were your favourite players growing up?
Messi and Neymar.
True.
Yeah, Messi, because it's the greatest of all time, and Neymar is just Neymar. Skills, dribbling.
Of South American legends.
Yeah. Yeah, I play football since I was 5 years. Like, I used to play barefoot on the streets with my friends, have a ball, and start kicking, dribbling through everyone, and it was fun times.
Yeah, cool. Did you play for any clubs or anything?
Nah, my first time playing for a club was here.
Ah, true.
When I came to Queen's Park.
And how old were you when was it that you came over? About 5, 6 years ago, was it?
15, yeah.
And how old are you now? 20?
20.
Oh, yeah, so 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years ago, pretty much.
Oh, yeah, nice. What do you want to achieve with your football? Is it something you've thought about in terms of, like, do you have goals that you...
I mean, I do. I want to be sort of like best player in Southland, but like in my position, like be able to like control a game and play and move the ball and, all that sort of things.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to work on that.
Yep. And the Donald Gray season, we're about probably 3/4 of the way through it now. We had a good win yesterday over Old Boys, got ourselves sort of a sniff. We're in with a sniff now.
I mean, I missed a penalty, but we still got it.
Yeah. How would you rate the season we've had so far?
I mean, we've been playing Div 1 teams the whole season, so it's kind of hard to like tell because we've been going down to the levels, but I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, we could be way better. We could be dominating games. We could be smashing teams out like 10-0. Yeah, that never works that way, does it?
I think a 6 out of 10 is probably fair. We've had a couple of sort of bang average results, really, haven't we? And
we've been going up and down.
Yeah,
all this season.
yeah, probably not quite consistent enough.
Nah.
Which is why we're in the position we're in. Yeah, look, we'll go through the results from yesterday. The SPL team had a 3-0 loss up in Mosgiel.
Not good.
No good. Mosgiel are top of the table, and they are actually undefeated anyway, so it was always going to be a tough ask.
Yeah, totally.
And I think the boys went down 3-0 inside about 35 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, that tells you the level
Yeah.
they're in.
Yeah. Created a few of their own problems, I think, but got themselves back in the game and kept Mosgiel scoreless for the second half. We just couldn't get any goals back ourselves, so it's a bit unfortunate, but that's all right. We'll move on. Donald Gray, we bounced back brilliantly from last week's embarrassing performance against Winton.
Oh, yeah.
To knock over Old Boys 3-2. It was a frantic start to the game, wasn't it? It was 1-1 after about 2 minutes.
Yeah, we scored, then they came back, and then they score again, and then we score, and that was a good game.
It was basically we scored from kickoff, didn't we? Just sort of sent a ball
like
through, and it was a bit of a collision with the keeper and Matt and the defender. I don't know how it ended.
How it went in.
I think it might have been the keeper actually kicked the ball into Matt, and then it just went straight in the goal. And then Old Boys basically
A header.
from kickoff knocked it long, won a corner, and then
Coffee
scored a header.
Yeah.
So it was a frantic start, and it got even more frantic with Old Boys getting a man sent off after 20 minutes, which obviously helped our cause for the rest of the game. But you go flying into challenges like that, you're just asking for cards, aren't you? So
true.
Have to be a bit more disciplined. I think that boy just got an international transfer this week too, just came through this week. I don't know if he'd even played yet. Or did he play last week?
I think he did play. I think he'd been playing for like a couple games now.
Oh, okay,
so
right,
I'm not sure, but it was an important recall because it changed the whole game.
Yeah, it did. It did. Ben got us back level just before the half with a nice strike from the top of the box. It's sort of his specialty, isn't it? The old
just
top of the box strikes.
Yeah. Boom.
And then, to their credit, Old Boys battled hard and they were sort of quite tough to break down, really.
Yeah, totally.
Ganesh won us a penalty.
I missed that.
Seb stepped up. You stepped up, mate. And
I know.
what was going through your head when you took it? Was that were you thinking, I'm going to place this in the top left?
Yeah, I sort of go excited in the moment. I let all the pressure and all the things came through, and it just. As soon as I hit it, I knew it wasn't going in. I was like, fuck.
You'd actually sent the keeper the wrong way too.
Yeah, because he didn't even. It was going that way, and I went that way, but it went over the top. So.
Yeah. Oh, a bit unlucky, mate. Anyone can miss a penalty. So, thankfully, it didn't cost us in the end. You actually assisted the goal, the winning goal. So.
Yeah, I have to get myself back into the game after that. So.
Yeah, and I think you deserve credit for that. A lot of people, after they miss a penalty, can just get their heads down and play themselves out of a game. You actually played yourself back into it. So, well done for that. And, Callum with a nice strike.
Beautiful. Important hit too.
To give us the win and get us back in with a wee sniff of a league title. We still need Old Boys and Thistle to drop points, but they play each other next week, so a draw would be handy.
Oh, it would be amazing.
The women managed to knock over Winton 5-0 in their semi-final of the Knockout Cup. Comfortable win again. I think it was only 1-0 at half-time. But
I watched the first goal.
Yeah, they were in complete control. Yeah. Kate and Tyler Andrews got themselves a goal, and Van getting herself a wee hat-trick.
Easy.
Yeah, fair enough. Editors Cut Division 2 lost 2-0 to Old Boys Black, the old nemesis.
Oh, yeah.
And Level 1 Division 2 beat Western 3-1 out here at home. So,
pretty good.
Well done to them, and I believe that's their season finished now. That was their last game. So.
Good way to finish the season, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Finish on a win. Okay, man. Well, it's time for the challenge segment of the show. First up, we got a 5-question quiz. You get 10 seconds to answer each question, and each question is worth 10 points.
Sweet.
So here we go. Question number 1. What was the score in the All Blacks Wallabies game in Dunedin yesterday afternoon?
Is it 23-20?
23-20?
Yep.
Correct. Well done. 1 from 1. You're off the mark, mate.
Wow. I wasn't expecting to get that one.
Much to your own surprise, you're off the mark. Question number 2. Who beat the Silver Ferns in their World Cup semi-final loss last night? Netball World Cup.
Oof, I don't watch netball. Nah.
No idea?
No.
Unlucky, mate. It was England.
Oh, fair enough.
Sack the coach, I reckon. That's always the way it should go, I think. Question number 3. Who do Colombia play in their round of 16 knockout game in the Women's World Cup on Tuesday night?
We play in... wait. Is it South Africa?
It is not South Africa. It is, in fact, Jamaica.
Oh.
Oh, that's not ideal, mate. You couldn't...
yeah, my own country.
Yeah, your own country. Oh, well. You're 1 from 3 here. Question number 4. This might be a tricky one. This is one of those ones you've either read the headline or you haven't. Play was stopped in a domestic cricket match in Sri Lanka due to what kind of animal entering the field of play earlier in the week?
A dog?
No, good guess. Good guess. It was in fact a snake. It was quite a big snake too. It looked like it was about 2 meters long, to be fair.
Wow.
Quite an unusual thing to happen.
Nah, doesn't happen very often, does it?
And question number 5. Which NBA team is set to play a pre-season game against the New Zealand Breakers in October?
The Warriors?
No, I wish it was the Warriors. I might actually have gone to that if it was. It is in fact the Portland Trail Blazers.
Yeah, don't really watch basketball either.
Yeah, fair enough, man. 1 from 5.
I'll take that.
Better than 0.
Oh, yeah.
You're already ahead of Monty. So we'll go outside, mate, and have some headers and shots.
Sweet, sounds good.
Righto, Seb, I'm sure you know how this works by now. 3 headers from the penalty spot, mate. 3 shots from the top of the box. Your best attempt is what counts. 25 points for the small goal and 10 points if you hit the target.
Sweet.
What do you reckon you can manage here, mate?
Oh, as long as I give 1, I'm happy.
1 and you're happy?
Yep.
Oh, well, the wind's not helping you either. There's a bit of a breeze, which is a pain in the ass, but it is what it is, mate. So good luck.
Sweet.
Cheers. Oh well, 10 points with your header there, mate. Nice and tidy. And slotted one home with the shot. Didn't even need the 3rd attempt.
No, I was like, I want my 3rd attempt, but I'll take that. I'll take my...
No, you definitely lose an attempt for that penalty yesterday, mate.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Nah, so hey, look, that's 35 points out there.
Sweet.
10 on the quiz, 45 points. Just slotting in behind McMath from last week.
Dang.
Yeah. You just need to do a wee bit more sports research, mate.
Yeah,
that's all it was.
I think I do.
But nah, well done. Right, Burgie's Bookies. He's back for another week. What have you got for us, mate?
Welcome to another edition of Burgie's Bookies. We have 2 matches for you this week. First match from the Southern Premiership, Queen's Park versus Roslyn. Form line. Queen's Park lost 3-0 to Mosgiel last week and Roslyn beat Queenstown 1-0. Odds are Queen's Park $3.50, draw $3, Roslyn $1.80. The other match, Women's Knockout Cup Final, Queen's Park versus Old Boys. Form line, Queen's Park beat Winton 5-0 last week and Old Boys beat Thistle 3-1. Odds are Queen's Park $1.87, draw $2.50, Old Boys $1.87. Please gamble responsibly.
Yeah, so he's brought the women's final back in, obviously, with the odds there.
Yeah.
So there's no Don Gray game. So
Yeah, we've got to buy.
fair enough. He'll be looking to make some money this week. Still trying to
I'll probably try and bet somewhere.
yeah. Get that wee black bookie up, Virgie.
Yeah.
Right, we will go through the draw for this week's games. SPL back home. Feels like it's been a while.
Yeah.
Couple of weeks anyway.
Yeah.
They play Roslyn on the turf at 2:45.
That's a good game.
Yeah. So Roslyn in second place, also undefeated. So it's been a tough couple of weeks for them.
Yeah.
But hopefully the boys can get a result here and keep pushing further up that table.
Yeah.
The Don Gray team have a bye due to Tianao pulling out of the competition. So a week off, I guess it's handy for me.
Oh, it helps. Yeah, it will help the body.
Handy for the body recovery. The women play their Knockout Cup final against Old Boys at the turf, kicking off at 12:30.
Oh, it will kick off.
Editors Cup Division 2 are away to Wyndham at 2:45, and what I believe is their last game of the season. And yeah, Level 1 Division 2 have already finished off their season. So good luck to all the teams. Get down and support. There's a rumour going around that the Donald Gray boys are going to set up a wee sausage sizzle and a marquee as well down at the turf to support the women in the final and the SPL boys. So bring the coins, bring the gold coins. Proceeds to that, I guess, if there is any, if we can make any money, we'll probably give it to Bradley's cause, I think.
Yeah.
Cheers, Seb. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate it, mate.
Thanks for having me.
No worries. Congratulations on your game yesterday.
Cheers,
Penalty
man.
miss aside, you had a fantastic game, mate.
Cheers,
so
man.
let's just bring that energy into our next game in a couple of weeks.
We need everyone at 82
Yep.
on point.
Yep, for sure. So thank you. We'll see you next week. And remember, Queen's Park for life.